Reddit did to do, and welcome into More Important Issues. It is another beautiful Thursday evening here in Knoxville, Tennessee. Alongside me, as always, it's your good friend, number 10 in your programs, number 1 in your hearts, Landon Raby.
What up, what up?
A couple of guys in the booth helping us out tonight. We've got Mr. Joey Boots. Say hello, Joey. And Austin Thomas from South Oil High School.
Yes, sir.
I think my South Oil golf gear came in today, maybe. Pretty pumped.
Is it Nike?
Hot start.
Almost certainly.
I'm out.
Did you not buy any to support our good friend Joel?
I can't anymore.
All right. I mean, Danny White has this kid indoctrinated. Golly. God. 16 days. Oh, I went like classic middle school. I've got a countdown on my phone.
Okay.
So.
You got the hours and everything?
Oh, brother, do I. 15 days, 15 hours, 45 minutes, and 50 seconds. It'll be noon. And we'll be hoping the Vols are kicking off in the next like 4 minutes. Because you know they're not kicking off at noon.
You don't think so?
Never.
Like 12:05?
I think more obscure, 12:03.
Well, then, like, we couldn't. It gives the Big Ten, like, they have the big noon kickoff.
Yeah.
We don't want to take that from them, so we have to do it at 12:05. So it makes sense.
Yeah. I guess that's fair. Whatever. They can have it. They can have noon, high noon. They can have high noon. We'll take low noon.
Okay. Or just afternoon.
I don't know what high noon exact. I think high noon is noon.
Yeah, I think it is too.
I don't know if there's technically a low noon.
Is that?
But when you say
would low noon be midnight?
Checks out logically.
I don't know. I'm lost.
Time is a construct. We can just make it whatever we want it to be. Football's arrived, though. Middle school football, I noticed some middle school football games kicking off tonight. We know high school is next week. It's here. The pads are popping, Landon.
Yeah, you got the jamborees going on, where it just gives you a little appetizer of what's to come.
They should, especially in high school football, they should implement probably all levels of college football or of football. They should implement jamboree-like things.
Okay.
Like it sucks that only in high school can we get the long throw, the punt, the pass, the kick, the 40-yard dash, the 100-yard dash. Joe Milton would sign. He would be an on an NFL contract forever if they had the long pass in the NFL.
Yeah, I think he would probably win a punt, pass, and kick.
Have we seen his leg?
Do you really need to? I mean, he's got the pass.
That's a good point.
I mean, he's got a leg up on everybody, like all the quarterbacks.
I was listening to something. I think it was talking about how he's apparently competing with Dak Prescott. That's the latest rumor about him. Have you seen that? Not competing. That's not what they're saying. But like, okay, they're essentially like, yeah, he could. Well, but apparently there was some interview that said he claims he's thrown a golf ball 200 yards.
A golf ball 200 yards, no shot.
He said he was at Top Golf and it hit the back net. I agree. Do you know what that would do to your elbow?
Oh, yeah. Also, like, if I threw that hard, like, I'm falling off.
Yeah, but he kind of just flicks his wrist, to be fair.
That's crazy.
I agree.
I think you can throw a baseball farther than a golf ball. Just because of the weight.
I would agree with that.
So I would – a 200-yard baseball throw, that's still insane. But I think he could probably do that.
No, he
200.
couldn't.
No,
That's
200 yards. That's 600.
that
feet.
means he could stand in Times Square and
Yeah,
throw
it's
that.
600 feet. Never mind. I was thinking like yardage on a baseball field, like center field to home plate.
He could do that easy.
Yeah.
In fact, it's kind of baseball coaches have to just be pissed that he chose football.
Yeah. Can I ask you a question about Joe Milton?
You may not. Yeah, go ahead.
If
If you rip this smelling salt, you can.
I mean, as much as everybody kind of wanted him gone, they wanted the whole Nico experience. I mean, we're taking him back in a heartbeat on this team, right?
Dude, he's a VFL. Like there's a lot of things you can say about Joe Milton. He cared about his teammates. His teammates loved him. Yeah, dude, he was.
And compared to what we got last year, he was not that bad.
I say there's a lot of things you can say about Joe Milton. About the only thing you could say is he's an inaccurate quarterback.
Right.
There's really just one thing you can say about Joe Milton. So I apologize to Joe Milton for pretending there's a lot of things you could say about him.
Mm-hmm. He didn't beat Florida or Bama.
All right. There's two things you can say about him.
They were both on the road.
To be fair, I feel like those are partly because he's an inaccurate quarterback.
Well, yeah, and he didn't get to play him in Neyland.
True. That's obviously a difference maker. You think Tennessee breaks the – I mean, if they would be undefeated at home in Josh Heupel's era if they could just beat Georgia. Does it? So if does Tennessee go undefeated at home this year? Is how I'll present that question to you.
No.
Is it to Georgia or is it to someone else?
I think it's Georgia.
Only Georgia?
Maybe Oklahoma. We've talked about this.
Well, I know, but not in this way.
I know, but
it's still preseason.
Yeah, it is like that Oklahoma game is just circled because there is so much unknowns about both teams. But they do know who their quarterback is going to be. We do not.
That's fine. Someone dropped the Brett Venables, will he be fired this year? And it was a video of him running stadium stairs. I was like, dang, dude's putting in work. And you're out here talking about firing him.
So can you flip the narrative? Was it Nico or Neyland? If Joe Milton could, not in Bama, not Florida. I'm just saying. So then, you're saying if you plug Joe Milton into,
you played a part in it, Joey. It was you.
I was
well, yeah, but I'm a constant, right? So I mean, like,
yeah,
I wasn't there in Florida.
Well, so was Neyland.
Well, I was there in Bama, but I'm saying, so if Joe Milton starts against Florida and Bama last season in Neyland, does he also win both of those games?
Yeah,
you think so?
Sure.
Bama was close enough that I don't know that you can really.
I think they beat Florida for sure. Alabama's he could.
We could have beat Bama
50
touchdowns if we just executed some big plays.
Would he have? But that's what I'm saying.
There's
also
also some plays Nico made that like Joe might. I would even say probably makes, but that throw on the run to Dante Thornton maybe makes, but that was also an exceptional play that it'd be tough for anyone to make again. And then Brazel made an incredible catch, but that was also a dot.
Yeah.
What about Joe Milton in Arkansas?
He runs out of bounds.
He's already run out of bounds,
Yeah.
and we've seen it before. So
He'd probably lose that one too.
That sucked to watch. One thing I didn't notice in any of my rewatches of that game, which I think I rewatched it twice. We know there was a big hold on that big run they had to take the lead.
Mm-hmm.
I did not notice that James Pierce had hands to face as the ball went around the edge.
Oh.
I mean, I would assume that gets called hands to face. The dude's hand is under his helmet.
He almost lifts his helmet off.
Yeah. I hadn't noticed. Did you notice it before that documentary?
Well, I never watched the game back because I put myself through enough pain in Fayetteville that night. I really have zero desire to put myself through it.
I agree. I almost stopped watching the whole thing.
I just want to find ways to complain about the refs, and I found one. So I'm in.
I saw it on Twitter after the game, though, and I think that was probably enough. I didn't need to watch it again. That was an asterisk win.
Yeah, that
was a COVID win.
Yeah,
they already had one of those. So they don't need another. That was a tough watch. Good balance. I still hate Diego Pavia as I continue watching this, but
does he have the weirdest body shape in history?
It's the head. The head's really weird. The head, I mean, I get why he thinks he's 6'4". His head looks like it.
Yeah. I don't know. He's just like
Eli Stowers is cool. He's a good dude. Good teammate.
Yeah, Diego is just like he's compact.
I respect his. Yeah, he is compact. He's not as compact as Chris Clemmer, but he's compact. I respect his drive, yes, but like I respect his mentality.
Yeah. Even though he's
like it's
outlandish.
Yeah, it's crazy to hear. Also, my favorite part is he did say in one of the interviews, he said, I'm a first-round draft pick. And he even acknowledges it. He's like, you got to think that way. And I was like, but you don't think that way or you wouldn't have gone to court. Yeah. Well, you wouldn't have gone to court to stay in college. You would have been a first-round draft pick.
Yeah.
But I do agree with what he's saying. It's like when you step in the arena, like you do have to – like I get Vanderbilt's perspective. I get Tennessee's perspective when we play teams like Georgia. Like I hope the week of the Georgia game, our team's not like, that home win streak was fun while it lasted. Like when you step in the arena, you do have to have the thought of it's me. Like I am the victor. I am going to win. So I get it. And when you're a college football player, you kind of present like that all the time. So I get it. I hate him,
but the whole like we're going to win a national championship.
It's crazy.
I mean,
Clark Lee, we're going to be the premier football program. In what planet?
Kirby Smart is like looking at this, like watching this documentary and be like, good God, I should have got him.
I mean, Clark Lee must have been in cahoots with Elon or something, and Doge was going to kill every other football program except Vanderbilt. He's like, we're going to be all that's left. I don't know what to tell you. We're it. We're the program. It's crazy town.
Yeah.
Crazy town. We've got a lot to talk about. Quarterback preview. I mean, Landon bring up quarterback preview after we think we know who it is. I mean, crazy.
It was just next on the list.
Yeah.
We got to do it.
But we got a quarterback preview. Tennessee. Still a Nike school, but moving forward, no longer a Nike school. This will be the last year Tennessee wears the check mark. We'll talk about that. Going to what I think is one of the best sports logos of all time. I think it's better than Nike, personally.
What?
The 3-stripe Adidas. And then the OG Adidas.
Well, you're forgetting about the Power T, baby.
No, like sports apparel.
Okay.
Yeah, sports apparel. We'll talk about that transition. We've got some other football stuff, of course, to get to on the menu. Guys, speaking of apparel, Rowback. I'm wearing some Rowback right now. I love Rowback. It is one of my favorite apparel brands out there. The most comfortable hoodies, T-shirts. I love it. How often do you wear that T-shirt?
I wear it quite often.
All the time.
And it's one you can wear, like, you can dress it up.
You can.
Or you can just, like, wear it to work out in.
I'm a polo on the golf course on the weekends. I'm not, but weekdays if I go out for 9 or hit the driving range, I'll wear that, and it looks fine.
Yeah.
I fit in.
What color do you have?
I have a red one. So it is a little bit, I need to get some more colors. You're right. Good call. And I can do that using promo code More Important Issues.
Yep.
20% off. I tell you all this, though, because they just dropped some of the best Tennessee apparel that's out there. I mean, Tennessee should have signed with Rowback as far as I'm concerned.
Mm-hmm.
I bought 2 polos and a pullover. I believe I went with the pullover.
Okay.
This week.
Did you go with orange or black?
I went with what did I end up getting? Because I liked it all. I could have bought it all. I wanted to buy it all.
Yeah.
Well, I can't look at my order because I had to use a first-time email. But you have to use a first-time email for promo code More Important Issues.
Yeah, get that 20% off there. Like Caleb mentioned, they got the hoodies, they got the pullovers, and they got the polos. I think everybody should just get the Neyland polo just to have it.
Oh yeah,
just need it in the rotation there. So
yeah, make some noise.
Yep, go check them out. Again, rowback.com. Use promo code More Important Issues for 20% off that first purchase.
We're talking more sports apparel on the other side of this break, so stick with us. It's More Important Issues on Fan Run Radio. Welcome back in to More Important Issues here on Fan Run Radio. Sorry, my headphones are so loud now I couldn't hear myself. I turned them down too much, so sorry for that. Just
back.
Awful intro, but I've got good news. Tennessee, Danny White, they just got $20 million richer. The cash influx is on in 2026. I want to clarify. I was not being serious because some people thought I was, that my season tickets should go down. They've gone up. I've been the season ticket holder for 10 years now. They've gone up every year. And for 7 of those years, we sucked really bad. So I'm well aware how that process works. It would just be nice. Wouldn't it be nice for 1 year, be like, listen, we just signed a deal for $20 million. We won't go up.
I think that's something that needs to be done. Take care of your fans. I don't care how they do it. Just do something for your fans.
I want an Adidas.
That would be
Adidas
nice.
Duffel bag.
Okay. I mean, I tweeted about this. The Titans got their season ticket gift. The season ticket holders got a gift.
Dude, if it was just a signed, not even signed, if it was just a team photo, a calendar.
Yeah. Just something.
Stamps one year. We got stamps with our names on them.
Yeah.
That was sick.
Just something. Please. Take care of your fans. The one, you don't get that Adidas deal without that fan base.
Sure. Can I have an airing of grievances real quick before we get into the Adidas deal?
Yeah.
And I'm interested to hear everyone's take. So if you guys want to weigh in, please do. If you think there are 20,000 people on a wait list for season tickets, and that means, because there might be 20,000 people that have signed interest forms and have said, hey, if this seat comes available, I want it. If you think there are 20,000 people that if the ticket office calls them tomorrow and goes, I've got seats in LL, or I've got seats in ZZ11, if you think there's 20,000 people that will take those, you're a moron.
Yeah.
Because we know people in ZZ11, right? Is that where those are at? They got season tickets last year.
Yeah.
I know someone who got season tickets this year in LL. It was their first time requesting them. I don't know. It boggles. They're like, oh, if you give up your ticket, somebody will get it. No, they won't. I don't have club seats.
Yeah.
No, they won't. And yeah, they'll probably find someone eventually. But there's not 20,000 people there waiting, just foaming at the mouth for Danny White to call them for any seat in the house.
Yeah. No.
It's not real. It's not real. Quit listening to believing everything you hear. It's crazy.
Yeah, I agree. Now I think it is the case with baseball.
Well, much smaller stadium.
Exactly. But I don't think is basketball the same way?
No, I got in late last year and got some because they were bad seats. I tweeted this. People want to be in the party, but they do not want to be amongst the poors.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I mean, and baseball, I think too. I think there's a limit. I think if you called and do bleacher seats even exist anymore?
I don't think so.
I think there's a lot on that wait list. If you gave them bleacher seats down the right field line, they'd probably say no.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. And in that 20,000, that number probably was real again for specific seats at one point. It's not a real number though anymore. That's it. That's my airing of grievances because I've heard that too much. I've heard that 20,000 people are waiting. No, they're not.
Yeah. They signed their name somewhere. 100%.
Yeah, they signed an interest form.
What do you think, Joey?
I mean, I get what they're trying to say about maybe, yeah, I think you're right. Data being skewed somewhere, technically there's a total of 20,000 people amongst different interest forms lists or hey, if this spot, this specific, club seat or something like that was given up, would you be interested in buying tickets? But you're right. Pen to paper at the end of the day. And now if we're pulling that post 2022, even last year, I guess, technically,
there were probably
before the
people
offseason,
there were probably people that signed up for it.
Right.
They could do a click on this if you're interested in season tickets. And that many people clicked on it to see what was out there. And they're like, yeah, no.
And they'll take that number because they can run with it because they can say, well, it's leverage.
I don't blame the athletic department for putting that number out there. I just blame the people for believing it.
Fair. I don't know.
If you wanted season tickets for next year and you signed an interest form in January, whenever they put that out, you would get them. If you were okay with being anywhere, you would get them.
Yeah, 100%. I don't doubt that for a second. My dad just moved down here to Tennessee, and it's like he's like, oh, I wish I could get in line for season tickets. I was like, you might as well, because I don't think it's as unattainable as you think that they are.
If he just wants in the stadium, he'll get them. If he's waiting specifically, that's different.
And that's probably the other thing, right?
If he's got that routing and account number, he's got tickets.
Yeah. But I mean, like, I do think that it's, I mean, I'm sure everyone does it in terms of they've probably done it for every ticket stat that they've ever posted.
Sure.
And they do it with selling out, right? Like, it's
Absolutely.
like,
I've got like 6 seats around me that are open. And
it's like, oh, but it's sold out. Well, yeah, technically people have bought up the seats, and you'll still have 90%,
Yeah, they didn't scan 100,000 in.
No. So,
I mean, in fact, they're floating out a fake number. It no longer sits at 102,455.
Yeah.
That's a known thing that I think a lot of people within the athletic department have acknowledged.
Missed that number. Need to go back.
I do. And obviously everyone's welcome to give their 2 cents, but like, at what point does it get, like, I love that the focus is on, like, let's, in the world of NIL, let's bring in more money. Let's be able to be more competitive. Adidas aside, I think that's a great deal. I think it's going to do, no pun intended, numbers for the university and what we're able to obtain. But like, at what point, like you guys are saying, like, does it become detrimental to the fans where it's like, hey, are y'all even seeing us? Like, if we're just a number and you've got this notion that there's, X amount of people waiting, like, do you even care if we just become unfaithful to the University of Tennessee program and just, no, next guy up? Like, is that the mindset? And at some point it becomes, I mean, it seems dramatic, but I feel like I don't know. This goes on for a couple of years. It's like, are we just getting, screwed over by the entity as a whole, and it becomes bigger than, wanting to go? Because then you get to a point where it's not the most passionate people on Saturdays. Now it's not, you don't have a stadium full because you've prioritized money over the fan experience and having every fan you can in there to make it as loud as possible. And you've got empty seats because the rich people are like, didn't feel like driving downtown today. And no one's going to pay $4,000 a seat for a spot when there's a line of people willing to take any seat they can get in there. Not 20,000, of course, but
sure. I don't know how far we are from that tipping point. I know for me personally, I do not know how much longer I will be buying my season tickets as they continue to go up, which is sad. It's super sad. They've been in my family since 1972. Seen them myself since 2015. So yeah, I'll be very, very upset when or if I have to give that up, because I'm not saying it should be quote unquote affordable. It's a luxury that I budget for every year because it's something I really, really enjoy. But it can't become a thing where I'm like, I'm draining money for something that, as life goes on, like, I won't be able to go every Saturday. Like, I'll have other things. Like, it's just one of those things. And maybe there'll be someone right behind me that buys them for 10 years and then their family buys them for 72. But I don't know. I don't know how the university could bank on that. And I know I'm not the only one. That's why I say, like, yes, that is a personal tidbit, but I know there are people like me that exist amongst the fan base. And so I don't think we're near the tipping point yet where you're going to start like losing the Tennessee game day atmosphere. I don't think we're quite there, but I'm with Joey. I've wondered the question of how close are we? Are we closer than I think?
I think we get closer and closer. I mean, I just refer back to baseball because I know it's a bigger issue with tickets and how they've kind of priced out the common fan. And then like you have those like good seats and you try to get like just regular seats and there's none available because it is a smaller atmosphere. But I mean, even at like Neyland, you look at like across the way where those club seats are and it's empty.
Well, and that problem I think can be addressed with selling standing room only tickets for that area. Because you look down there and there's a lot of people standing.
Well, a lot of people are inside, which that's the annoying part. It's like, get your food, it's got the bathrooms, it's got whatever. Grab it and go back to your seat. Don't put tables and stuff in there for people to go and sit down in.
Yeah, I mean, which baseball is a little bit, obviously there's the pricing from the university that's gone up and up and up. Then you have the secondary market with third-party sellers that's made it a nightmare, which I'm interested to see if Tennessee enforces it. I got an email this week about they are apparently going to be monitoring more often if you were buying those just for selling them.
Okay.
I'm curious if they enforce it or not, or how they do that with football. Because that's also a big part of it is how many people that continue buying them, so are part of that quote unquote wait list to a degree. How many are just selling them? Like they've never gone to, they're scalpers. They've never gone to a game. Because if you lose those people, which university doesn't want to lose them, because they're guaranteed buyers.
Well, a lot of people do this. They will go and purchase the cheapest ticket possible to sell their 2, tickets that they've had that are really good seats, and they make all the money where they can purchase those tickets again and make more money to go, I guess, buy better seats to charge more. I don't know what it is with that, but a lot of people do that, especially with baseball. So whatever. It's going to get a problem. Like if Tennessee goes 5-7 this year,
there won't be a soul left on that 20,000.
5-7 won't even. Even if you go 8-4, you already start like that's where I was like, it needs to be more loose. You can't, because right now it makes sense because it's just been, I guess, even the record wise, but it's just like Tennessee football's been trending upwards in terms of popularity again and national media and stuff. Ignore the record. It just seems like every year it's strengthened in terms of what they're able to say. Here's what we're going to charge. But you go have 2 off seasons that are 8-4, 7-5, and like you have to be able to adapt to that because you're not going to keep the same prices.
Well, your tickets can't go up if you go 5-7 in a year.
Well, then those people in the ticket office, those fingers are getting a workout. They're dialing out.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Hey, don't forget.
Yeah.
But then we look like sellouts because then like it looks even worse to then go back and say, all right, now we've been playing poorly. We're going to lower ticket prices again. Then you just kind of look like a sellout. It's like now we're just going to try to nickel and dime everybody we can to just get people in the stadium. And then they're going to start doing, now you'll start seeing, oh, we're going to give fans incentives for showing up. We're going to do free parking passes. Or, God forbid, a free keychain or something like that. But then they're going to have, I'd rather you do that now and be able to have a buffer for when you do go 7-5, 8-4. And the fans are like, you know what? They took care of their fans. Yeah. At least they're like, hey, they took care of us. Whereas if you have to put out the fire after you've gone that poorly of a record, it's going to be too late. And then it looks bad.
Yeah, Danny White's riding the high right now. But
he's a moneymaker. I mean, look at this deal. And I'm sorry I tangented us by airing a grievance. I apologize. But let's talk about this deal because whatever your thoughts are, Nike, Adidas, the players care about this. There's one thing that is consistent across athletic department, fan base, coaches, players. There's one thing and one thing only that everyone will agree on. Money is king. Money is power. We want more money.
Yep.
And this gives you more money for program improvements. This gives you more money towards every program in terms of how they can fund their team. This gives you more NIL money. This deal gives individual athletes opportunities to earn NIL through Adidas. At the end of the day, it's not even about the logo, whether you're wearing a Nike or Adidas logo on your chest. Tennessee saw this and said, no brainer. Yeah, it is. If Nike matched it or got close to it, I'm sure they would have been willing to play ball, but Nike didn't play ball. And so you don't go back to them if they don't even play ball.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing is like Adidas made Tennessee a priority and Nike didn't. And that's all you need to know.
Yeah.
About the whole thing is.
And I think too, like you talk about Nike making Tennessee priority. I think what I like about this Adidas deal, which I really like Adidas historically. I know they've failed a lot, but what I really like about this deal, and it's one thing, like they failed the first time with Tennessee, at least towards the end. I think a few things can make this deal go great. I mean, money is the big one. The second one I think is that Adidas is kind of a unique brand now in college football. Like Nike's what covers the uniforms for the most part, especially when you look across like youth sports with football. It's Nike. Like you don't find any youth teams, high school teams wearing Adidas hardly anymore.
Yeah. And
so I think it being a somewhat unique brand, and then that can help separate Tennessee in terms of nationally. These two brands, like Tennessee is Adidas, Adidas is Tennessee. That can really set you apart. So I think that's an interesting, depending on how they go about it, that could be an interesting way to promote both brands in a really, really strong way.
Yeah. I mean, I think Adidas, like I said, they made Tennessee a priority, and they were willing to pay this amount of money to be their, what do you call it? Their
flagship.
Yeah, flagship school. Nike wasn't willing to do that. You know, they want to pay Texas and Ohio State. I mean, you just talked about how Tennessee was becoming more of a national brand every single year and in every sport. I mean, we have sellout stadiums. The apparel is insane. I mean, we buy so much Tennessee apparel. There's no way a lot of teams touch us. And
I wouldn't think. But, I mean, how much of that is exclusive to Nike? Because we mentioned it before the show. Like, I almost rarely buy Nike stuff now.
Right. And it's money.
Yeah.
Like, that's where I just think this sets it apart, where it wasn't even a consideration. I mean, you gave Nike this, like, hey, this is our deal from Adidas. Are you willing to counteroffer? Nike's like, nah.
Do you think Nike thought they were bluffing money-wise?
Maybe. But, I mean, if they're not willing to – with Tennessee, as big as it is right now, them not willing to basically give them the same thing where Tennessee's athletics sucked when we did this deal the first time around. I mean, why in the world would you go back to them? That's like, I'm never buying another Nike thing ever. I'm out. I'm out.
Really?
But Caleb's right. You think back to like 2010 and stuff, like the main 3 or 4 brands, kind of like everything you wore was just kind of that. And like sports aside, people wear like smaller brands now or like in style stuff. You're not flocking to Nike or even, I mean,
well, the good thing Tennessee has done recently is they've given out those licenses to other apparel companies.
Well, and think about just nowadays with all the smaller companies. A couple, I mean, these are hats, but Hovey Dry Goods, good friend of the program. And then you also, one thing that Tennessee has that I don't know if a lot of other schools, they have this type of participation, Volunteer Traditions. That's another brand I forgot about. We were talking about earlier that I buy their t-shirts and polos far more than Nike.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They just fit better and people prefer them.
Yeah. No, this isn't, I don't think it's bad for Tennessee. How can you go and people are talking about how kids don't want to wear it. I don't think that's as much of a thing anymore.
Can we look at the transfer portal? I mean, kids are willing to go to a terrible program because they're getting more money. It's all about money.
Money is king.
If Adidas is going to pay an athlete more money than Nike, that kid's going to Adidas.
Yeah.
99 times out of 100, he's going to Adidas.
Yeah.
And that's where I think this deal is really good because Adidas is like on the forefront of NIL, and same with Tennessee. It kind of fits.
I mean, didn't they have a rep get arrested in FBI probe before NIL was legal?
No, I don't know. Maybe. But I mean, Nike's not like going out and getting these college athletes. They do a lot of professional athletes, but Adidas is focusing on Tristan Keys. He's a 5-star wide receiver signed with Adidas.
Yeah.
So I think this gives Tennessee a lot more options in the NIL space. And that's why I think for this deal to really work in Tennessee's favor, Tennessee has to be better in recruiting. Sure. If this is a huge deal for NIL and everything, Tennessee's right around that top 10 range. It needs to be closer to top 5.
I don't know if the only way this deal will impact it is because of the sum of money you're getting. I don't think it'll impact it any other way. In terms of what you wear.
That's all what it's about, though.
Yes, I'm just saying, I don't think the logo on your chest will matter. But the money you're getting from the logo on your chest, that matters.
Yeah,
and it has a trickle down effect because if Adidas, for college athletes, especially in football, if it's the guys that are making all the money are wearing Adidas, you might go wear Adidas. Just hopes that I'll eventually get an Adidas deal and make more money.
Yeah,
but that's obviously years down the line.
Or you get a 5-star wide receiver wearing Adidas stuff, and if he goes to Nike, does that contract change at all? Does he go if he goes to Ohio State and Tennessee? Does that contract change any because he's now wearing?
I didn't think about that.
On TV, he's wearing Nike stuff.
No, I mean
instead of Adidas.
No, I mean I think there's athletes that have the cross their brand. I mean, dude at Duke, I won't blank on his name.
Cooper Flagg?
Yeah, he was a New Balance athlete last year, and he wore Nike shoes on the court.
Okay. Yeah, but I mean, if for example, like Tristan Keys, if you start pushing as an Adidas athlete and he goes and transfers to a school that promotes significantly more, basically only Nike, does that deal? I mean,
and Cooper Flag's probably a little different because that was 1 year. Basically,
maybe all the deals are
of him.
structured as 1 year.
Sure, but even like they don't know where Tristan Keys is going to go right now, and they still signed him. And
is that pending? But again, if he goes to Tennessee and it's now an Adidas deal,
who's his top schools?
Matter, but, you know.
It's A&M, Adidas, Miami, Adidas, Tennessee, now Adidas.
I kind of forgot that A&M was Adidas.
Maybe it's Sway's.
And he's currently committed to LSU, which is a Nike school, but all those other teams that it's rumored he's not going to be at LSU, those other teams are Adidas.
Yeah, I mean, I just can't imagine, because if you do that, then you potentially tell athletes, well, we're not going to sign you. You know, you could lose out on a Patrick Mahomes, who's an Adidas athlete, by the way, because they would rather go to a fit situation over an Adidas situation.
I think that's more of the.
That would be. I think that put Adidas in a terrible spot. I can't imagine they would.
I think the brands would have to mend to the foot. I don't think the football's ever going to be like, hey, dude, we'd love to have you here, but if you can't get over the Nike deal, like I mean, if the player holds out just because they're going to pay him way more money, sure. But I think it's, at least in this sector, like football specifically, it's football first and then deal with the brand rights after.
I mean, there's a whole host of NFL athletes who, like Under Armour just recently got back their like rights to be on an NFL field. So like Under Armour athletes, their gloves and cleats and stuff couldn't be Under Armour. Like you couldn't see, you weren't allowed to be able to see an Under Armour logo. I imagine it would be like that. But they had to wear Nike jerseys, of course, because that's the NFL brand. I think it would probably be a situation like that. Is like you're not allowed to wear Adidas in our uniform. Yeah. You can go do whatever you need to do off campus, but
I just think if you're wearing that logo every single day as like a high school athlete, I think it's a lot easier to just go to a school that's Adidas. It might have nothing to do with it. I just think that would.
It's just where the money is.
Play a part.
I mean, I think it's going to help with the relationships. If that factored in recruiting, I think that would be. I just don't foresee that being the case, because you already have situations like that exist in the NBA, NFL. Like you already have that happening, and those lines are already drawn in other places.
No. But that's what also like agent and contract and stuff. I mean, I don't think a high school kid with an Adidas past is going to be like, man, I'm just going to stick with Adidas unless the money's there. It's if the money's over at Nike, they're not. I don't think they're batting an eye. Like if that's where they want to go because all the other factors, I don't think the brand that they are attached to prior to signing a college deal is going to hold them back.
Yeah. Well, I just don't think any brands like Adidas, if it was Adidas, Nike, New Balance, are going to sign an athlete with the restriction of going to that specific school.
Right.
Because it limits your reach at that point.
Yeah, it probably wouldn't. But I'm just saying, like, wearing that logo every single day and then you're picking a school. I think it's a lot easier.
You probably make more money.
If relationships are the same, like, I feel like that could maybe, yeah, they're Adidas school. Like, I'm already with Adidas and, like, I go there and ball out. I'll probably get an even bigger deal here. And
It could work in your favor, but I just think the actual Adidas is probably like it's I guess a factor in it, but it's more about like the relationships within the deal rather than
it's just a little brand. It's another feather in your cap. I would
potentially,
think.
Yeah.
And I think you're more competitive. Like, hey, we're going against say a Nike school. This is their NIL package.
Oh, that aspect of it is far and way better.
And I think, just the amount of money I think is going to help.
Also, for all the premier schools that wear Nike, there are also some absolute shit schools that wear Nike. I'm sick of watching, as all this is happening, everyone's talking about how great Nike is, and I have to watch freaking Vandy boys wear Nike. I'm like, yeah, premier brand, huh? They'll put it on that ugly-ass gold.
Yeah. Well, they made the Florida uniforms. The Gator ones. I mean, a lot of people are like, oh, I hate the Adidas uniforms. I mean, Nike's made some atrocious ones. I mean, Tennessee's worn some smoky grays that are ugly too.
That's a big aspect too, I think is awesome, is Tennessee has creative control in the process. Just give me throwback orange and white uniforms. Keep it simple, stupid.
Yeah. Please. How is everybody else able to get throwback and we're not?
I want throwback.
Because if that's the creative control we already have, I don't really want the creative control.
I want throwback with like the old Adidas logo. Like I want it to look like that.
Yeah.
Give me throwbacks Adidas and I'm all in.
Give me the black outline and the Y jerseys.
I'm really upset that this deal's signed and Adidas Golf no longer. Well, I guess they still make some golf apparel. Their golf apparel used to be awesome during our previous deal with Adidas. Now they don't. I've seen some golf polos, but they've gotten rid of most of their other golf brands.
So was Nike though.
I don't love Nike golfs.
But I'm saying back when Tiger, I mean, that was pinnacle. I mean,
Yeah.
not that, no pun intended, but I mean, it was Nike golf hit a peak, and that was borderline attached to
Nike period has hit its peak. It's done.
Yeah, that's what
I'm
that's what I'm
done
saying. Nike, and I mean, that's I
That
guess
was
it's all
a
the brands.
They
but
slapped Tennessee in the face. That was a slap in the face.
You're right. They didn't make Tennessee a priority, and
Screw them.
either way you write it, it's either they didn't. Okay, because first off, Nike has the money. Don't ever.
Yeah, we were paying Oregon's NIL. That's what we were doing.
Yeah, it's a priority thing, and it's if Nike was like, hey, we don't value Tennessee enough to make them not even the flagship school, but just a major partner besides just one of the other ones that we have, looped into our pool. And there's more money with Adidas. Is that not just clear as day? It's like,
a no-brainer.
Yeah, you got all these exclusive rights. You're going to get more money. So what? The fans get up in arms about a little bit. Again, you have creative control. Adidas can now turn. Tennessee has never been short of being able to get really creative about things that they wear, even being withheld at some. Like maybe they turn the page and we get some of the coolest uniforms we've seen in the last 15, however many years.
Well, now you're getting $15 million more a year. I think it's time to. That talent fee just doesn't need to be there anymore.
I think most fans have been understanding of how this came about. I'll say that. I do. Deuce, I know it was the Casey Clausen jersey was nearing retirement. I don't know if it was supposed to go into retirement this year or not. Is it officially unretired for the 2025 season?
The OG jersey is retired.
Okay.
But I did just get a new one in the mail.
Nike?
No, it's Adidas.
Oh.
Okay. Wait, how retired is it? I mean, is it?
Well, he got an Adidas one, so I think we're good.
Yeah. I'm all for the Adidas one. I've been rocking it for the last 6 years.
Is it an orange or a white one?
Orange.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty much the same, just looks a lot newer. Hadn't been through the dryer as many times as I had.
Color orange now.
Did you get rid of the one though?
No, it's in the closet. I think I'm going to try to reach out to Mr. Clausen himself and see if he can autograph it for me and hang it up in the basement.
Clip this. Casey, he has been good friend Casey Clausen.
Big fans here.
Huge.
Deuce is a humble guy, so I'll tell this story for him. He's worn it for every single Tennessee game for at least the last 5 years. Probably more than that, but at least the last 5 years.
Yeah.
Through rain, through snow, through sleet, through 95-degree heat. That's awesome. He's worn it proud. It's faded beyond recognition. You wouldn't know it's a Tennessee jersey if you're not a Tennessee fan.
It's almost pink.
Yeah, it's getting there. I mean, it has been loyal. Sign it for our boys so we can put it up in the speakeasy.
If Casey won't, Arian Carter, I'm just saying we have a good backup. So Casey, ball's in your court.
Or Joe.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, we've got,
Ooh, you should try. We should try to get every number 7 since Casey Clausen. That we want to, because I don't know if all the number 7s.
Yeah.
Try to get them all to sign it.
I like that. Let's do it. Make it happen.
If you wore number 7 at the University of Tennessee, send us your address and we'll ship you the jersey. And you got to ship it back. Obviously, it's pretty important we get it back. We'll send a return label with it.
Yes.
We can make it happen.
Let's do it.
We'll try our best. We'll get Casey Clausen at least. All right, let us know your thoughts on Adidas. If you're ready, I'm ready to move on from Nike. Good riddance. We got one more year with them, so we'll make it last, I guess. Until July 1st, 2026. Tennessee's an Adidas school.
Looking forward to it.
Guys,
you might get some discounted stuff now from
we
Nike.
should. Who knows?
Yeah.
That's it. The shoes. I like Adidas shoes. I'm going to miss the Air Maxes.
I remember the last time I've had Air Maxes.
I'm wearing some right now. Not Tennessee ones.
They just look too big on my feet now.
Well, because you wear size 14s. Stick with us on the other side of the break. It's more important issues on Fan Run Radio. Welcome back into More Important Issues here on Fan Run Radio. We just rip some smelling salts, and let me tell you why. The Lady Vols, to open the 2025 season, just knocked off the reigning national champion, number 1, the University of North Carolina. Bill Belichick, you suck.
What a start.
Shea O'Rourke with a brace to start the season. Tennessee's never beat a number 1 ranked team, I think, is the stat I just heard.
I love that.
2020, you asked me. I don't know where exactly they're going to stand in 2025. They should be solid. That's a great start, Landon.
Terrific start.
National champions.
We are talking about soccer, correct?
Lady Ball soccer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Hell yeah.
This is foreshadowing, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. You gotta,
the number 1 team in the country.
you gotta manifest it.
You kidding me?
Yeah.
Is
First
this
game?
the Timmy Howard effect? I believe this is his daughter's freshman year.
Ooh.
She plays Tennessee.
Yeah.
Wow. See,
I know.
look,
I've been to a Lady Vols game, I think, in 2 years, and I'm like, I got to get back out there just in case the
Timmy
goalkeeper
Howard?
for Everton shows up.
Let's go.
Yeah. Let me do a quick scroll because I think she's a freshman this year.
Yeah. While you're looking for that, I will go ahead and
She is.
okay. Love it. Tell you about our good friends at VIP Play. VIP Play is the place to gamble, sports gamble. Guys, get the futures in. Who we got? Who's
National champions?
who's
sounds
picking
like
up?
Lady Ball soccer national champion.
Exactly.
Get that bet in.
Exactly. That's in. Tons of college football going on. You can do basically every single game. You can do futures. You can do win and losses. I mean, just tons of stuff.
I've got some same game parlays you can get in on if you'd like.
Yeah. Tons of stuff going on there. Tons of profit boosts. Go check them out. Right now, if you just bet $5, you'll get $100 in bonus bet using promo code MORETN. Again, MORETN. Bet just $5, get $100 in bonus bets. Gambling problem. Call 1-800-889-9789, and you must be 21 and over and located in Tennessee to bet.
Go check them out. And before we talk QB preview, shout out to Sam Mitchell for giving me the update on the Lady Balls.
Shout out.
We're live. I've got work to do, so it was hard for me to watch. I'll be at Regal Soccer Stadium this season. Don't worry.
There you go.
Don't worry. All right. Quarterbacks.
Ooh.
Give me your snap count.
Snap count?
Yep.
Stand up, please. Please do it. Yes. Oh, this is so good. Get the cameras on this guy. Oh, it's a weird angle. A little bit more right.
Red 18. Red 18. Joey's the mic. Joey's the mic. Say it. Dude.
Fire me. We got to stop doing smelling salts. Let's get
That
out of control
was-
in here.
Electric.
Are we on 2 there? Did I mess up?
Dude, I was just waiting for the ball.
Okay.
Whenever you wanted to snap that
on the
that
center.
sucker, it was
All right.
yeah. We move on the ball.
Yeah. I didn't have a lot of. I think I didn't have a lot of room to set up the pass set. I wanted to.
Yeah, I didn't get a good drop back here, but I mean, I just heaved it.
I love it.
That's all. That's
Just
all
chuck it,
Dobbs
just-
had to do.
dude, just-
Heave it.
3
You got to
steps.
trust those wide receivers, baby.
3 steps and chuck it.
Yeah, and a prayer.
Swim that DB. Just let him go.
Yeah.
Rumor has it Braylon Staley caught that for a 75-yard touchdown.
That means
It's
he's
no rumor,
healthy.
my friend.
That means he's healthy.
Who's
All right.
who's lining up? Who do you have at Q? Before we get into the full preview, who do you have at QB1?
I mean, I think it's going to be Joey Aguilar.
And almost number 1, the reports come out that it's trending that way. Number
Yeah.
2, it kind of has to be.
Yeah.
At least against Syracuse.
And it's crazy. The biggest question mark on this team is the most important position. And I'd like to be a little positive. Let's not act like we're replacing a Heisman winning quarterback either. So before we doom and gloom this quarterback preview, because right now it's just a big fat question mark.
You can't disagree with what you just said as a whole, but I do want to, because you're right. I just want to present the question of, do you think, and I know there's no way to prove it, but do you think Nico at the University of Tennessee would have been better than what we kind of expect out of this group this year?
Yeah, I definitely think you liked your situation with Nico, but after everything unfolded, I don't blame. No, I don't blame Tennessee for it.
Not at all. I think the situation could have been better with Nico. I don't think like we got Joey and then you have Jake and George and you're going, oh, you're better than you. Like I think Nico would have been better than Nico in 2024, and then anybody you have currently.
Yeah.
That again,
and every situation's different. Like you could have, if it was going on, like he was thinking about entering the portal, you probably should have just like, hey, go in December so we don't have to worry about this in the spring. We can go get a good quarterback out of the portal. You didn't have that luxury, and you're kind of playing with the hand you're dealt. And it's Joey Aguilar seems like probably the best option. I mean, he's played a ton of college football, and that's probably the biggest thing going for him. Like he just has a ton of experience. He's older. I mean, he's 6 years older than George McIntyre, and they're both fighting for the same position in college. That's insane.
That kind of rocks. Kind of rocks. I'm going to be honest. Yeah, I mean, this is obviously the most important position on the football field. And a lot of unknowns. I think you have talent. I do think your presumed starter right now isn't your most talented guy. We talked about this with Chase Thomas. I don't disagree with number one, he's probably just not ready to play Power 5 football, SEC football right now, just size-wise. Doubt he is mentality-wise because he's a true freshman. But if he's your best quarterback, for example, I think you roll with him. And I think he's your most talented one.
McIntyre? Is that who you're talking about?
Yeah.
Okay.
That doesn't mean he's the best quarterback currently on the roster just because he's the most talented. I don't want to give up a chance to win football games because of if he's have a winning mentality. If he's your best, roll out your best.
Yeah. I agree. And with the quarterbacks, I know we're just talking about them right now, but they're going to have some help from, offensive line. Wide receivers are a huge question mark too. They could, even if you have decent quarterback play, if the wide receivers aren't great, your quarterback's not going to look great.
Right. So
I think there's a ton of pressure on Jake Merklinger because he was the one that's been here. It's kind of his team before Joey got here. Now, obviously, Joey's been, practicing and been in the playbook and, Deshaun Foster doesn't think he was watching film, but apparently he does here. So I don't know what that deal was about. But it seems like George McIntyre, there was no pressure on him to go win this job because he is a true freshman.
Yeah, there's no expectation of it.
And I think he's just going out there and playing ball, and that's what's kept him in the race. The fact that it's not just been Jake Merklinger and Joey Aguilar, that the fact that George McIntyre is even getting mentioned in the race, I think is a huge development for him in the future.
Okay, development for him. Good or bad for Tennessee?
Yeah, I don't love it.
Okay. I didn't know if you're going to try to completely spin zone that or not.
Yeah. So. I mean,
I think you're right though. For his development, it's huge.
Yeah,
for sure.
But if he is your best one, and say the games, if you think he can win the same amount of games as Joey Aguilar, I think you play George McIntyre.
Yes, and again, I get that you don't want to potentially scare off a top-rated recruit in Faison Brandon, but you also want him to have that competitive mentality. If I'm recruiting Faison Brandon, I'm hoping that whoever he watches at quarterback this year, he's going, I'm going to beat him out.
Yeah,
doesn't matter.
Yeah, I mean because
Tennessee has to win football games,
right?
They have to put whoever gives them the best chance to win football games as a starter. Faison Brandon could decide not to come to Tennessee for any number of reasons.
Mm-hmm.
That can't impact your decision to play whoever.
Right. Well, and I think we're talking about pressure. Is it not kind of a big deal for Joey Halsley and Josh Heupel to get some sort of pulse at quarterback this year? I understand it's a tough situation, but I mean, since Hendon Hooker, like there hasn't been anybody that just like has flourished in this offense.
And I mean, yes.
And Hendon Hooker wasn't even a guy that Josh Heupel brought here. So
that, and I mean, yes, Hendon Hooker did a lot better than he did at Virginia Tech in his 2 seasons at Tennessee. Joe Milton looked marginally better than he ever did at Michigan, but they haven't developed a quarterback yet. And they haven't really had the opportunity because Nico left after 1 year as a starter. Like,
sure.
Yeah, like for them, it's got to be one of those things. Hey, we need to roll a guy out there that, yes, we brought in, and 2, we've developed since he got to campus.
Yeah.
Not that I don't think they should get credit for Hendon and for Joe, but those guys were college quarterbacks before they got to you as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Can you develop and like that question has to be asked until they do.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I think there is some pressure on this offensive staff a little bit with the quarterbacks.
Mostly win games, score in the first half.
Yeah.
That's another thing sad about watching that Arkansas game and the Florida game. Those games are shown on the any given
3-0 at the half.
I forgot how much I wanted to gouge my eyes out in the Florida game. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Glad I was reminded. I don't know if the mics for the documentary were pumping in crowd noise, but I've been in that away locker room, and it is kind of just like open. If it was as loud as it appeared in their pregame, that's great. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Like Billy Napier's having to yell, not out of excitement, not trying to get his guys pumped, but so that they can hear him. That's awesome.
I love Josh Heupel's quote. Was that in the Alabama game?
Yeah, I don't think I've gotten there. What did he say?
He says like, F them.
Oh, it's a great quote.
He says something else, but I don't want to butcher it, but I also don't want to play it out loud because he does use some profanity.
Okay. Well, we can figure it out later.
Yeah. It fires me up. I'll show it to you later.
Okay.
But yeah. With quarterbacks, big thing for me, if they're open, you got to hit them.
Hit on the deep ball. Please hit on the deep ball.
Yeah.
You can turn the ball over more than we did last year if you hit on the deep ball. There's room to like move around in that margin if you just do the other one well.
And everything doesn't have to be perfect if you have big plays.
Yeah.
Like you can have a false start penalty and it doesn't kill the drive because you can hit on big plays. You can have a drop pass every now and then because the next play can be a freaking home run.
Speaking of false starts, can you all look up if it's readily available, if you can find it, how many false starts Tennessee had last year and how many Tennessee had in the Georgia game? If you could check that for me. Sorry.
No, you're good. Yeah, I want to see that. I also want to see like red zone. Like that has to be a big thing for the quarterback where
it's not just the run game.
Yeah. And well, it could be like, I feel like the quarterback has to use his legs. It took Nico so long to finally like trust that he can run the football.
You're not just handing it off in the backfield.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You got to be a threat there.
Mm-hmm.
If we hear it handed off 10 out of 10 times and we score, good. It probably means they're respecting what you're doing elsewhere. Like that's fine if that's a result, but you have to threaten them with the option of pass or keep. Like there has to be that balance to allow you to be more successful in the red zone.
Yep. Escapability is a big thing. Like Hendon Hooker wasn't the best runner.
No, he just had escapability, which is a coin I turned.
Yeah.
A term I coined.
And he can just
him and Josh Dobbs, their escapability is 99.
Josh Dobbs was a lot better runner than Hendon Hooker, but
Hendon Hooker both had that slippery escapability.
And it was at the right time. Like they always timed it up perfectly where all the DBs were downfield.
Their ability to slip a backfield tackle, immaculate.
Yeah. Yeah, Tennessee needs some of that. I don't know who that is. I don't know what Joey Aguilar looks like running the football at all, or what his.
You know who probably has the best escapability?
It's probably Jake
Merkley right now.
Oh,
unfortunately,
Taylor Green.
I think it's Diego Pavia. Think about it; it's a hard target to hit. Small,
compact,
and we talked about he's an athlete.
Yeah,
he's got escapability.
Well, he's a running back.
Yes,
that throws a football on 4th and 1.
That was
That's pretty sick.
I'm glad it happened against the team it happened against, but that is sick.
Yeah.
I would have been pissed if it had happened against us.
It would have been hilarious if we threw it straight to the back of the end zone.
You can't throw it that far.
All right. Are you going to start worrying about this offense if the quarterback play is not a little better?
I'm already worried about it.
Yeah.
I think the running game will be fine. I just don't know if these running backs can carry the load like Dylan Sampson did.
What about you, Joey? What about you thinking we're okay at quarterback? You thinking like this it needs to be significantly better for Tennessee to get back to the college football playoff?
Oh, it probably does have to be a little bit better. I was about to pull up the stats and say, okay, plug this stat line into whatever quarterback gets. Or I guess technically all of them combined for this year, because Nico, how many snaps did Nico not play last year?
Not very many.
Gosh.
So I mean, basically Nico versus however many
release.
who gets the snaps this year.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it has to be at least the same, if not better, just because you can't rely on Dylan Sampson. I don't care how good the running back room looks this year. I don't think you're going to get. Maybe I'm not going to put it out, but the odds that you get that kind of efficiency is pretty low. And so unless the quarterback play is just more accurate and you make more with your receivers, maybe that's the case. But it can't take a step back.
Yeah,
not a shot.
Yeah. But you Deuce, you think we good on quarterback, or you think it's what do we think it's at? Do we think it's going to be better or worse?
Worse. I think the biggest thing last year is we were like riding so high on the potential of Nico.
Oh, dude,
not what he was doing, but just like, all right, he's going to make the next one, and it just never happened. So,
yeah,
I don't know. I don't think like quarterback play has to be stellar, but just like run the offense and hit a couple of deep balls like we didn't last year.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, let me know if this sounds wrong. It's AI overview, and I refuse to trust AI no matter what. Just that way, when the day comes, I can have some sort of backbone. But
beat it.
213 of 334 for 2,600 yards, 19 touchdowns, and 5 interceptions. 358 rushing yards for. It's not showing me how many touchdowns. What, like, I can only think of, I would say 2 or 3.
Yeah.
So I mean, plug that into whatever combination of quarterbacks plays this year. If, God forbid, knock on wood, Joey doesn't work out and he plays 2 games, and then by Georgia, Jake's playing. But I mean, does it have to be better than that?
Yes.
Probably for sure.
Yeah, I think 21 touchdowns, like that has to be significantly better.
You can't rely. If all that's the same and your running game's the same, well, we're talking about another potential playoff team.
Yeah.
That was the recipe. You can't assume this running game's not going to, like, you have to assume they're going to take some step back.
Mm-hmm.
So the passing game just has to be better.
Yeah. By a bit.
You had the SEC Offensive Player of the Year leave you, who was your running back, who accumulated the majority of the rushing yards.
Yeah.
You have to assume it takes a step back. I hope it doesn't. That'd be great, but you have to assume.
It kind of leads me to like the play calling has to be more creative too.
But yes, I don't disagree with that fact. But then I go back and look at games and I'm thinking, man, if we just hit on that play, that changes the whole drive. That potentially changes the whole game.
I'm just thinking because of like not having Dylan Sampson and the question marks at receiver. I think right now, like you are thinking like, hey guys, like we might be a little worse than we were last year. Like we need to be more creative to create those big plays.
I don't disagree with you. I just think there were a lot of really good play calls last year that I overlooked because we didn't execute them.
Oh yeah. I mean, if you hit 2 out of the 4 at Bama, you beat them by 2 touchdowns.
Oh, talk dirty to me.
Maybe 3. 3.
Dude, my favorite clip ever, because I hate Alabama so much. And I hate it happened at Vandy. Them while the 6 students are on the field tearing down the goalpost, playing that clip of Nick Saban. The only place that's easy to win in the SEC is Vanderbilt. While they're on the field, that was kudos to that
Saban set them up for that.
I love like how relaxed. Like, I'm shocked he's been relaxed ever since. You'd think that happened to him, and he's like, never again.
Yeah. He's like, well, I wasn't coaching.
I kind of think he has it out for DeBoer. Like he's like, I kind of wanted that to happen.
Dude, every article I read about Alabama, it's always mentioning Nick Saban.
You kind of have to at this point.
I guess so.
Kind of like how Tennessee doesn't shut up about that Peyton Manning guy.
Yeah.
Peyton. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I love Peyton Manning. But Nick Saban will always be associated with the Crimson Tide.
Yeah. All right. Starter game 1. Is it the same starter in the game against Vandy?
What week is Vandy? 10-9?
No.
It's the last one, right?
Yeah.
Oh, is it that much later back? Because I know it's November.
It's
so yeah,
the
same
Thanksgiving
spot as,
game, and I think that's the last week in November now.
Yeah.
No, I don't believe so.
Really? Is that a good thing or a bad
Well,
thing?
let's say it's healthy. Everybody's it's not an injury.
I
issue.
see Joey Aguilar starting. I see a different quarterback taking over. I've yet to say which one. I don't know. I would lean George McIntyre.
Yeah. And that's kind of an interesting thing. If
Merklinger's gone.
yeah, well, that's the thing is if you put McIntyre at 3, I don't think okay, well, next year is my time to win the job. But if you put McIntyre ahead of Merklinger, he's done.
I think the first depth chart that releases, it'll be Joey, Merklinger, McIntyre.
I do too.
But I don't think that
Is necessarily
is the
true.
true
Yeah.
just what we know right now, which is not a lot, but it just feels like McIntyre's probably number 2 right now.
Yeah.
The way everything sounds.
Yeah, and they got another scrimmage tomorrow, so we'll find out exactly
Really?
well, not find out really, but
I'm sorry.
we'll get more information because we didn't really have any information on George McIntyre until that first scrimmage. And we're like, oh, he had the best day. Interesting.
Looping back, so I feel like maybe first 4 games, that's your bread and butter about where you're going to see your season kind of outlook. Obviously, Georgia's probably your Syracuse. Hopefully, you just get out there and you have enough to take care of it.
You go win, and then
and then figure it out
your
after.
tryout.
Right. Yeah,
Okay.
pretty much. I mean, but so first 4 games, Nico was, it looks like 61 of 88 for 892 yards, 7 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. Now we did play Chat and Kent State, but you also played NC State and Oklahoma. So
If you do that in the first 4 games, you're probably 3-1.
yeah, you probably
quarterback.
go lose to Georgia, but at that point, is it the same quarterback?
Who's your fourth game?
Is it not Mississippi State? Is it not? Am I thinking of it wrong?
Mississippi State is
After Georgia,
the weekend before. It's
UAB.
Yeah.
Oh
Okay,
yeah.
yeah,
You're definitely,
you better
no,
be.
last
You better
week.
be.
take
3-1.
that to game 5 because then it's Mississippi State, correct?
Yeah.
You're 4-1. If I got to imagine the first 5 games is a similar.
Yeah, I mean,
Through your first 5, you're 5-1 if that's your style. Like if you keep that consistency as a quarterback.
so can Joey Aguilar go do that? I mean, in the first 4 games.
I don't know
I'm
what
not-
to tell you.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
don't know.
Dude,
But
I'm thinking
again, it's
this is
not fair to-
another. Is it another Atlanta with Georgia Tech where we see both quarterbacks and? I mean,
You're not wrong.
and then
though.
He's
one.
not wrong, but that was the most miserable year of my life.
Yeah, that was terrible. 2020 was pretty miserable too.
No, but that at least I didn't have to go to any of those games.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. I mean, I think you're right. I think if he doesn't show well at Syracuse, I think there is I think you see multiple quarterbacks against ETSU.
Can I throw a wrinkle in your Georgia plan?
Yeah.
Did you find any false start stats
It said 1, which I know is
against
wrong.
Georgia?
It said John Campbell had 1 false start. There's no stats specifically that I could find for just false starts. It was offensive infractions or interference or penalties.
How many?
I'm sure we got called a lot of those for holding. I got to go back and look at it. It was.
What do you think about the new rule that they can't do that simulated bullcrap roll?
Oh yeah,
The defensive line. Tennessee's not shooting themselves in the foot. Do we have ourselves a ball game?
maybe.
I don't like. What's the penalty for that? The rule I read did not outline exactly what they'd get.
Is it like a
penalized for.
delay of game?
You would think, but they didn't say like 5 yards. They didn't say anything like that. So I could see this being like, yeah, we're going to warn them again.
Yeah, probably.
Tennessee still gets penalized for the false start.
For that game, Tennessee had 9 penalties for 70 yards offensively against
Oh.
Georgia, 7 for 59.
Oh, wait. Oh, so those weren't all offensive penalties. The 9.
Yeah, that's offensive penalties.
Jeez.
Yeah, bad. I don't believe that Jordan committed 9 or 7. I mean, but I'm sure 2 of them were in garbage time when we were just trying to.
Yeah, 7's not
die.
good either, but 9 is. Ugh.
9's bad, and then I don't remember what it
couldn't have been a lot of holding calls. It's a 10-yard penalty.
Well, I mean, we weren't past line of scrimmage really enough to get holding calls either.
Tennessee had a total. So this is offensive penalties for the last season. Total of 89 for 691
you
yards.
Fix that. I mean, that might be priority 1 over the quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Average 6.8 penalties per game and 53.2 yards per
How
game.
many of those offensive pass interference?
How many of those were?
Yeah, that's very skewed.
How many of those were illegal man downfield?
But still.
Yeah.
Which they've got those problems have got to be fixed. I mean, Arkansas, you look up, and I can't remember who it was standing right next to the wide receiver on that little out route that got us a first down, and we got to walk it right back.
Yeah, who was that? Was that Dane Davis?
I don't know.
Sorry, Dane Davis. That wasn't you. I just threw you under the bus.
But I mean, my word, it's crazy. We're going to talk about all the other positions. We've got a little bit more, so hang with us. We're almost done with hour number 2, so get a little bit left before you go into your weekend. It's More Important Issues here on Fan Run Radio. Welcome back into More Important Issues here on Fan Run Radio. Why are you shaking your head, Joey? What do we do?
I don't know what kind of. It sounded literally like somebody videotaped that over a SoundCloud on a DS and played it onto the radio.
I loved it. That was my mixtape. Glad you liked it.
There's a lot of songs back here, and sometimes you just short ad, you panic, you press the button, you get a little Bad Bunny.
It worked. I like it.
It's not bad.
I need you to.
Great actor too.
Yeah, I finally watched Happy Gilmore. By the way,
have you seen his SNL?
The most recent one. Has he only done it once?
I
Okay.
thought so.
I remember watching the monologue, but I didn't.
He was great
remember
on
him
SNL.
doing any of this.
I didn't recognize him in Happy Gilmore until I went to IMDb.
Oh, really?
He's in like the entire movie.
I don't know.
I know you're saying you
who
don't.
Bad
Yeah,
Bunny
I know
is.
you're talking about. I thought you meant like okay.
No, I don't know who he is.
He's also. I know we'll get right back on topic, but he's like the third biggest artist in the world by streams. That's like
crazy.
Taylor Swift.
Bonk.
It might be Drake and then Bad Bunny.
Have you seen Life of a Showgirl album cover?
No, I haven't. No.
She's doing the Sabrina Carpenter strat. She's like, if I get naked, dudes will start liking me. And you know what? I'm gonna be honest, not me personally, but it's clearly working amongst the algorithms. Because she's been all over my stuff besides the NFL page.
She was just on one of the biggest sports podcasts in the world.
Fair enough.
So that helps too.
She could be on another one too if she just gives.
Yeah, I'm waiting for a team to get back to me.
Yeah.
Is that wait? Were you talking about us? Or?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The second.
What's going on?
Wait, were you not?
She's only been on.
Okay.
Why else would I
podcast.
reach out to her?
I don't know.
What?
She's only been on one podcast, so we would
Right.
technically be the second biggest podcast she's ever been on. So if we can lock that
Great
in sooner
point.
than later before it starts tapering down,
Yeah.
that'd be pretty sick.
I'll call her team. See what we can do.
Yeah, I'll call Trav. Now that we're Adidas,
We might.
We
Is he
could
in
get-
Adidas app?
no, but
Oh.
we could get in with Patrick Mahomes and then maybe get in that way.
Sure.
I'm in. Let's do it.
Easy money.
Stop. It's just an email.
That's it.
We'll find an email. All right, guys. Before we get started, Hovey Dry Goods, go check them out. Great people over there. Use promo code MORE for 15% off that first purchase. Got great hats. They got us those Moore hats. Have you seen those on our social media pages? Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Got some pictures today of those hats. I'll show you guys after, but we'll tweet those out, get them posted to our socials. So, yeah, go check them out. 15% off that first purchase using promo code MORE.
MORE.
That's it.
More.
All right. We are going to go through each position group, and we are going to say whether or not it is better or it's going to be better or worse or the same than last season.
Sounds good.
Everybody,
Let's do
everybody
it.
ready? All right. First, we will go. Let's start with defense. Let's go defensive line.
I think they'll be. I hate to use the word worse because but I think last year's would be better than this year's. I don't think it'll be a big difference, but yeah.
Is there, right smack dab in the middle option maybe? Like,
Yeah, I think a push is like you can just say
yeah,
push.
probably a push. I mean, I'd hope it's not like a huge step back. Probably leans towards that. I don't know
I
if
think
they
it's-
get much better.
Yeah, I think the numbers last year will be slightly better.
Yeah, but minimum fraction. Probably the least margin out of all positions. Probably
Yeah.
the most
Yeah,
similar to what you had last year.
least amount of swing.
Yeah, yeah.
Deuce.
Push.
Push. Okay. I like push. I think I almost go push. I don't know if they'll be better off the edge, but I think they will be probably better.
If you didn't
At the
have to
tackle?
replace Omar Norman Lott and Big O, if you only had to replace one of them, I would lean push to better.
Okay.
I think replacing both of those guys is going to be a really difficult task.
Are we including edge?
Not impossible.
Including edge too?
Yeah.
So I mean,
James Pierce, but
it's gonna be
also
pretty hard to replace JPJ.
but Tennessee didn't get a whole lot of sacks last year.
No, but I mean the pressure up
missed
the mid-
holds. I think it might even out this year.
The pressure up the middle that those two guys provided.
Yeah.
I think it'll be tough to replicate.
Yeah. I think there's a ton of potential. I think this is definitely
Yes.
one of the best units in the SEC. I think they were pretty much the best last year.
You're
in the
every
SEC.
bit as good across the board depth. You're every bit
Sure.
as good.
Yeah.
You just
I don't think there's a
lose-
huge drop off if any.
You lose some high performers.
Yeah. Tough guys to replace.
Tyree West breakout year.
I like
that.
it.
Penciled in.
I like Jackson Moy, man.
Yeah. I don't.
Big fan.
Could be a sleeper better year. I don't know.
Hit us with a haka.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Kidding me?
Need it.
Let's go linebackers.
Better.
Better.
I think way better.
I was going to say a lot
Yeah.
better, but yeah, better.
I think way better.
Yeah.
All right, let's go safeties.
Better. I don't know if it's a huge jump, but better.
Okay.
don't shoot me. I think just a little bit worse.
Okay.
Maybe. I think just, again, having to, if the rest, I think it depends on the rest of the defense. Position strictly, maybe a little bit better, maybe a lot, but I just fear that if there's too much to compensate for, especially depending on how healthy the rest of the backfield is, I think there might be a drop-off just in having to put some extra workload on.
I do think it probably depends on, like, how, if we get Jamal McCoy back, a couple games into this. Like, I think there's some factors where if you don't have to move people around, that impact it. But
those safeties are probably the same, though.
Yeah. But does your – because I guess they're moving guys from corner to nickel rather than safety to nickel.
Yeah.
So it's probably corner where I'm more worried, like, is there any drop-off if we don't get them back sooner? You're right about that. So I'd still just say marginally better, not a big drastic jump, but a little bit better.
Deuce?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and just meet them in the middle and just say push.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think they were Will Brooks was really good last year. I think he's –
yeah, he was.
He had a really good year, and I still think he was underrated. I think Andre Turrentine had a rough year last year.
I do think he has a better year.
He has to have a better year, I think. And I think they're going to be more athletic back there.
I was going to say, I was watching a little bit of highlights back a couple weeks ago. I love Will Brooks. Like, he's got to be your favorite.
Sir
Robert William Brooks. If he was a bit more athletic, he might have 2 or 3 more interceptions.
He might be an NFL player.
Honestly. And not a lot more athletic, just a little bit.
Yeah.
Because he's an athlete. Pick 6.
Yep.
Will Brooks.
I do like Farouk. I like Beasley.
I like Farouk a lot.
I think those two are going to be really good here in a few years. And maybe even, if Turrentine has another rough start to the season, you might see both of those guys pretty early.
Yeah.
So,
I think you want to see it. I think my marginally better is kind of banking on you get a healthy dose of Farouk.
Yeah. He'll probably be the other starter besides Turrentine, I would think.
That's what it looks like right now.
Yeah. So I'll go better.
Positive. Yep. I like it. Sorry for being Debbie Downer.
Let's go corner.
Corner and then nickel together.
Yeah, corner and nickel together.
Way better.
I think better.
If everyone's healthy, I think the step up, with Colton Hood, and I think if Jamal McCoy is fully healthy and Ricky Gibson avoids
I think they're better.
BS.
Better regardless of Jamal McCoy being back. Like, I think you added a ton of talent and depth there. But way better, I think, factors on the health of Jamal McCoy.
True. I think depth is the biggest piece that makes me want to say way better because
I think
you're not dependent on.
I think you can say better without knowing that because of the depth you added.
Fair. Yeah.
In my just way better. I think I'm like, I want to see if he's back or what he's at before I wager on that.
In a way better position to be better.
Yeah. What do you think, Deuce?
It also depends on Boo Carter.
Yeah, no, I agree. Health a little bit, but no, I think it's definitely better.
I'm gonna say worse,
dude.
That's
come
crazy.
On.
I
Caleb.
What you just mentioned, number one, was Boo Carter. Like, that's just such an unknown.
Without Boo Carter,
you still have Jermod McCoy coming back from an ACL too. I just think
it's the Tommy John of football.
I'm about to say they come back healthier.
New ACL.
It's like the tightrope surgery, dude. It comes back faster and better.
But when do we see it
again?
You see him
by Georgia.
I think you see him 100% in Georgia.
Yeah, I don't think but is he 100% in Georgia?
Yeah. I don't think you see him at all against ETSU.
Yeah, I'd rather not. I don't. With the depth, again, this is where it's.
I think it does hinge on how Syracuse looks. Like, if they're like, we want to get him a few more, you might see him a series or 2 at ETSU. But if he goes out and plays minimal time against Syracuse and looks good, I don't think they play him at all against ETSU.
Yeah, I don't think it's much. I don't even want to say that, but I just feel like with the question marks with the health,
I get that.
We don't really know what Colton Hood is. We hope, that is going to be really good. And
we kind of know what he is. He's played college football.
Right, but we didn't know what Jermod McCoy was when we got him out of the portal really either. He wasn't. No one expected him to do what he did last year.
Sure.
You're saying the reverse might happen for Colton Hood, or you're saying until you've seen it, you don't.
Yeah,
that's also
I'm saying there's a ton of potential there, but we just don't know. Like last year, I wasn't saying we're going to be
right
so much better at corner. I was like, man, Kamal Haddon wasn't that bad last year.
Well,
so I just think like Boo Carter, I think there's still a ways to go for him to. He's not even practicing and he's not even scrimmaging. So I don't know. We'll see.
I don't think it's unfair. I just think
Because right now, what everybody's saying is like we're going to be better at basically almost every position. And
defensively.
Yeah.
Well,
right. And this defense is going to be even better than last year, which
I don't think there's a lot. Like I think it's a marginal.
Yeah.
I don't think it's you can't take a huge jump from what you had last year.
But Tennessee was so good defensively last year.
Yeah, and I think
that fires me up a little.
Like I don't
just
think
thinking that they could potentially have around the same defense.
Right, and I don't think it'll necessarily. You'll see it in the stat line, like your scoring defense, your total. Like I don't think that'll necessarily show you're way better because there's just not a ton of room to grow.
Yeah. All right, let's go offensive line.
I'm gonna say a push. I'll lean a little worse, but I could see where they could also be a little better. So I'm gonna go push.
Better. I'm sorry. I'm being very positive, but I think I don't know. I'm trying to lean as much positively as possible.
I wish there wasn't a tackle that was a true freshman.
But David Sanders just filled out.
No,
he's done. I know. But regardless, I'm just saying again, kind of going off what you're saying. If with Colton Hood, like let's just presume that it's.
But he's played college football.
Okay, fair. But I'm just saying, but in terms of what we think we'll get from him, just on paper.
Yeah.
Will we see like the Lance Hurd kind of freshman year? Hopefully Lance Hurd takes a big step up. The tackles are kind of the.
I feel really good about David Sanders. I just wish I'd seen it. I wish I knew how he was going to play in college football. And I'd probably say better, at least a little bit better for sure.
Yeah, I want to go better, but I think you pushed there.
Okay. I'm going to say better. I think you're better at guard. I think Lance Hurd is going to take a step, so I think you're probably better at tackle. I understand the David Sanders, like, hold on a second, but we weren't good at, like, tackles last year at all.
I think you have a lot more potential to be better in the pass game.
Okay.
Run game is going to be tough to replicate. Hopefully you just push there because one of the best rush offenses in the SEC.
Yeah.
I think
I like this group. I really do like the offense.
The reason the way you talk about the tackles, I think you could be better in the pass game.
Yeah.
As an offensive line.
I do worry about depth just a little bit.
Sure.
Yeah.
More than a little bit, but
and
just
I think
in terms
that's
of
just going to happen.
Paper.
That's throughout college football.
Yeah, that's
you're not going to have guys just like staying at places.
I can play tackle. I got quick feet.
That was a pretty. Your drop. I mean, that was.
I can show you
with minimal room, dude.
Well, you got a
dumpy
on you too. So
dude, I've got the hips for a tackle.
If
I was, these hands for my size. If I was 7 inches taller, I would have been an offensive tackle. I can eat with them. I can promise you that. We talked about bulking up the other dude. They'd have no problem. Like, dude, go eat you a whole large pizza and a couple milkshakes. Easy peasy.
Oh yeah,
I can bulk up.
The whole can you eat a whole pizza by yourself? Yeah,
I've got the arm length for it too.
And chips. You kidding me? I need a side with that,
dude. They want to play me at guard though because man, when I pull, I'm mean.
All right, let's go tight ends.
Better.
I border towards way better. I just think if again, pending Miles cuts him into being fully healthy, Ethan Davis taking a step up, and then Jack Van Dorselaer actually possibly taking a step up into the program, better depth.
Hey, don't forget.
I think you rely on your tight ends more this season. Just with how iffy
don't forget another guy we got to get signed on Deuce's jersey, Deshaun Brame, number 7.
True.
Well, let's wait. Brame. I know they outlawed guns. Can you still use swords? Because Van Dorselaer, he has to have some type of sword celebration.
That'd be sick.
That would be so sick. Just unsheathes a fake sword, even.
Yeah.
Just stands over him.
They just say brandishing. I think they just reference brandishing firearms. I don't think they talked about swords.
That would be so sick.
Yeah, Dylan Stewart just over somebody just emptying a clip.
What if he puts it in?
I think
maybe brings it in.
I think
that's more of like a corner celebration, right?
Yeah, you lock it in.
But I don't know if can you brandish a sword? I mean, unless you go up to the ref. Hey,
maybe he knights the quarterback when he's down on the ground.
I think it has to be clear, like it has to come from the hip across the shoulder, like Braveheart style, like up in the air. It's got to be clear. It is not a firearm.
Okay,
it is a sword. think that's the only way you can get away with it.
Can he
freedom?
Can he club twirl?
Can he can he back pull the sword? I mean, that's
Yes.
pretty.
Oh, that's
and just
kind of
ignore the arrow, but just
Yeah, I think you can. Yeah, I think you can do
because
that.
there should not be an issue with that.
or just like a
I do think there should be a rule.
Mulan.
No, I think it should be in line with like gun laws in the United States. No automatic weapons. I think single round handgun should be allowed, and you can only fire, let's say, twice. Key and Peele rules. Third shot, 15-yard penalty.
Yeah, but we were seeing them lift up the shirt. I mean, unless you're tucking a Ruger out there, I'm pretty sure that's probably a pistol.
Yeah, but it could be a revolver.
I'm still thinking those were getting called.
But I think they should be allowed.
Oh, I think they should be allowed. I think everything should be allowed.
I think an RPG.
That's a single shot. It's allowed.
A little noob tube.
A little Chris Kyle sniper action would be sick. Just get down and prone.
All right, tight end better.
Yeah, across the board.
Yeah, I think so too. Running back.
I think it's as a group. I think you could push here, but if I'm gonna push to a little worse,
You take regardless. I think you take a step back. It might end up in a push towards later half of the season when you get maybe the rotation just ends up being better and you're not as reliant on one person. But I don't see them filling in the Dylan Sampson role.
You won't have a number one running back.
Exactly.
Like Dylan Sampson.
And that's why
it'll
like,
be
it's
by
going to be worse at first, at least.
Sure. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, I don't think better, but I do think we'll be pleasantly surprised.
Yeah,
I like it.
SEC Player of the Year. That's hard to replace.
Yeah, have you heard Deshaun Bishop though?
Deshaun Bishop needs to stay healthy. If he
does,
does,
he's balling out at Tulane for me.
If he does, he can. I think it can be a push. Maybe I think Tennessee's going to run the ball regardless, no matter who's back there. But I'm going to go a little bit worse just because
freaking Sandra Bullock calling plays.
Just gives it Dylan Sampson. Wide receiver.
Better.
Yeah. Man, what I know right now, I've got to say I think a little bit worse. The health scares the poo out of me.
Yeah.
Depending on the quarterback situation, call me crazy. Way better. You really aren't working off that much last year. Like it wasn't. It's a low floor, so I feel like if you actually start to put some things together, and I know it's a lot of young guys on this core.
I don't think you could drop the football as much as last year.
The ceiling's way higher, and that's why I'm just going to go ahead and give him the benefit of the doubt. Way better. Also, is mildly better. A little bit more than better, but not like astronomical.
You've talked me into a minimum push.
Okay.
Oh yeah, the floor's a push.
I think I'm going push too. I think there's definitely a lot more talent this year than there was last year. But yeah, we don't know.
I trust the young guys.
Yeah.
This could fall total. I could be flat on my face.
And then there's going to be a real conversation in the offseason of why the heck didn't we get another
transfer?
Yeah.
Yeah. Recruiting might be dead.
But you've recruited well at that position, but it's time for those guys to produce for you.
Yeah.
Quarterback.
Push?
Worse, I think.
Push it best?
Push it best.
Well,
no, I'm going better.
I shouldn't say push it best. The ceiling's definitely better
They
because
just said better, I think, to everything. I think he has got us 12-0.
He's trying to cover he's trying to cover every single number 7 that's ever.
We are getting so close to football season. Tennessee and the Titans may go undefeated. But no, I really do.
I was with you until you said the Titans. Now I know you're drinking the Kool-Aid.
Yeah, well, I've been drinking more than Kool-Aid. But no, I really do think better. Like I said earlier, I think we rode so much potential with Nico. I mean, you just hit the guy that's open. Even if you underthrow him, give him a chance.
Mm-hmm.
And my thing with Joey Football, I'm going to call him. Dude likes to sling
that's
thing.
who's sitting beside you,
dude. If you sling it and you throw a couple interceptions, F it. I don't care. Sling that thing. Brett Favre made a whole career of it.
Well, he made the career of a few other things, but yes.
Yeah, well,
I do think the quarterback room as a whole.
Right. If we didn't have so many similar issues between Joe Milton and Nico, I would feel better about our QB situation. I want to see Heupel and Halsley coach themselves out of the situation. I want to see him coach this group well enough, and you got to prove it to me.
Yeah.
I think the room will be better. I worry that the starting position might take too long to really cement. That might lean towards a push towards worse.
Yeah.
Which is all that matters, really. I don't care how good your backups are if they're not playing or getting it done. So that's the only side. But I do think depth and on paper, you have a better quarterback room come, week 7 or 8.
Yeah, Nico, like I feel like everybody kind of babied him last year.
I need someone to grab that group by the horns. I need it to
by the face mask like Jeremy Pruitt.
Grab that offense. I mean, we need a Jamie Foxx or a Mike Winchell or a Matt Saracen in there.
Okay.
We need someone in that room that's just, this is my offense. I don't think you have that yet. You didn't have that last year.
You that dog?
Mike Winchell's got more than dog in him. I'll tell you that.
I mean, the guy that like has had the most success in this offense is a guy like no one thought would have the most success in this offense. So maybe we're on to something.
That's the point.
I like it. Oh, gosh.
No orange goggles.
Who knows? So Deuce 12-0. Everybody else about 9-3, 8-4
at best.
Come on, man.
I really do think it's probably a 2 or a 1 game plus or minus swing. I really don't. 7-5 would really shock me, and I'd have to really talk myself into the fact that everyone's just young or kind of just threw together. The quarterback situation, most important position. It's gonna be so easy after the season if it does go poor to be like, well, you kind of got thrown on your ass in the offseason, so you can make that excuse. But other than that, 7-5 is gonna be really hard to excuse.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough. I will say this: I think if this team get through Mississippi State at 5-1, be competitive against Georgia, I think you have so much good happening in the locker room with this group. But what happens if they just get bludgeoned against Georgia? What happens if they give up one to Syracuse or Mississippi State?
I was about to say,
this locker room can fall apart, and then you're looking at Heupel like, you really let Nico walk?
Yeah.
You just can't have this group question the decisions that were made on behalf of this group.
Mm-hmm.
And the best way to do that is to win and be competitive, but win. So get through those first 6 games with minimal hiccups and ride the Neyland wave when Georgia's in town. Try to put yourself in that game. I mean, hell, go win the thing. But I know the likeliness of that. But yeah, I mean, you just got to keep that locker room's got to stay on the same page because your quarterback's going to struggle. You just got to kind of accept that and try to fight through those.
Yeah. I mean, this is literally set up as the just trust us season.
Trust the process.
Yeah.
Trust process never failed, right?
Trusted Jeremy Pruitt.
I mean, they haven't given us a reason not to trust them really yet.
But they haven't.
Except
have they given you
for
a reason
one
to
game a
trust
year
them?
on the road.
That's what I'm. Well, dude, if you go into Bama 2 losses,
Hey.
the locker room's already. You have an extra hump where we're not even talking about skill on paper. It's it's morale. It's can you muster up one of those wins against Bama, Florida? I mean, you get both of those away. It's not, you got to right now pencil them in as losses.
I like that we're wearing a solid color on the road at Mississippi State.
We go all orange.
They'll probably wear gray again, but I hope so.
Yeah, the whiteout. I'm gonna be honest. If I go to Mississippi State and we lose, we should wear black. Black would be so nasty. Black versus black. You know what I'm saying? All black and a whiteout would be pretty sick. I'm just saying. If we lose in Starkville and I'm in attendance, I will not be attending another away game until we beat Florida.
Joey was at the Midland School Board vote a few days ago.
Don't recall.
Midland Lee, baby.
Don't put that evil on me.
I love that, Joey. You went right for it. Everybody was thinking it. You just said it.
Yeah. Oops.
Oh, man.
All right, guys. Anything else before we get out of here?
Man, that's it. Go Vols. By God.
12-0.
12-0. Guys, thank y'all so much for listening. We'll be back on Thursday. Got a lot more. Keep following us. Appreciate that. At @more_issues on Twitter. Everywhere you get your podcast, do that. Follow along. We're bringing the boat in, and we out.